Before I get the video started, I'm just gonna talk a little bit and share that I know my eyes look sleepy. It's currently 10:42 PM on a Friday night.
And I just came back from work because I'm preparing for an art exhibition that's happening tomorrow at my childcare centre.
And yes, I'm going to be starting off my new series. It's been close to a month since I started my full-time job, and I think I'm ready and confident enough to get this early childhood education pillar rolling. Please do not mind my voice. I've been having sore throat for the past 3 weeks. Yeah, let's go into the video, and I hope you enjoy this video and my new series. Hi friends, I'm Ju and welcome to my new series, A Word with Teacher Jewel. Alright, so what is this series about? If you didn't already know, or you're new to this channel, welcome. Subscribe down below. Apart from doing YouTube content, Instagram and TikTok, I'm actually a full-time preschool teacher in Singapore. And that being said, I decided that why not make my channel a little bit more fulfilling and purposeful to my passion, and I decided to start an early childhood education content pillar. Just realized my button is undone. If you're wondering why I'm in like a modern traditional T-Pao Cheongsam costume, it's because today we celebrated Mid-Autumn Festival in school, hence this dress up. And I know I shouldn't be sitting on my bed dirty, but I'm going to change my bed sheet after this, so don't worry about my hygiene. Guilty face. Today's video is going to start off my entire early childhood education pillar on my YouTube channel, and what's the better way to start than to talk about why I decided to be an early childhood educator. Shout out to the Derek Liu for inspiring me to start this video rolling and giving me the idea that saying that actually people will be kind of interested to know why people choose education, you know. But I guess the best way to start off is to actually share that I took diploma in media and communication back in my poly days, but I switched out of that track and decided to pursue a degree in early childhood with psychology minor at Singapore University of Social Sciences. First question, why the great switch? Well, for me, media and communication, that area of things where it comes to marketing or content creation, after my internship, I decided that, you know what, I think it suits me better as like a hobby, and if I'm gonna do it for a full-time job, the enjoyment from creating content would be kind of diminished, and I didn't want that to happen because I have fun making videos. I love editing videos, and I want it to be a fun thing, not a thing that makes me feel drained or feel stressed out that I have to reach the deadlines that my clients want. So I decided that, you know, this is gonna be a passion project, something that I want to explore on my own. What is the next thing that I'm interested in? I knew that I was gonna go something into humanities. I knew that it's going to be with working with people. Similarly, when creating content, it's more about working with people, doing things that you want others to see, that others can benefit from. And same thing, when I switched to early childhood education, that is my purpose as well. What actually inspired me to eventually pursue early childhood education was the fact that, number one, I always loved children even when I was younger. Like, I always loved to take care of my younger cousins, my younger family friends, and always like to be the one that babysit them when their parents are not free. So I guess it was really innate of me to like to take care of the younger ones. Secondly, I'm a big fan of watching documentaries on YouTube. I always watch documentaries related to children development, children with needs, and basically humans, you know, like I love humanity related documents. And often when I see documentaries related to children, it makes me ponder, how can I as an individual contribute to their life so that, you know, in the long run, my contribution in their life would help them have a fulfilling life ahead lah. I don't know how to put this in better term. So as I was like looking through my options for university, I decided that, hey, I think early childhood education would be something that I'm interested in. And also with that, because I love humanity and I love learning about humans, I decided that what better way to make a combination by taking a psychology minor. And in the end, I got in after multiple rounds of interview. Those in SUSS, you will know that the process is very stringent. This is a video for another day, so if you are interested, like the video and comment down below. And with that, I started my journey with early childhood education back in 2018 when I started my SUSS course, right? I tell you right, the ride with early childhood is never smooth. I think, based on my own perspective, it wasn't smooth for me. On my first year of university, when I reached semester 2, I decided that I want to drop out and I was having a mental breakdown, which I have revelated that it is highly due to the fact that I wasn't doing well in school. Here's the thing, I've always done well in attachments and practicum where we are observed by our professors. I'll get really good testimonials from the childcare centers that I'm attached to. I'll get good feedbacks from my observers, which is my professors. But I'm never doing well when it comes to lesson planning and getting grades in school. And here's the thing, one of my professors shared this, quote unquote, may not be accurate. Eventually, the grades do not matter. What matters is how you perform in the field. But however, growing up in a typical Asian setting where academic and grades are important, right? I was very upset that I wasn't doing well in school and I know like my peers were doing better. So lacking the confidence in my ability through my grades, I decided that, you know, maybe I should just quit school as a whole and go back to marketing. It was to the point I was this close to pressing the withdrawal button. I went to get a job interview at a startup company, which bless me, thank God I didn't go, because I found out that the boss from the company actually sexually harassed one of the staff there, so thank God I did not go. Usually when it comes to big decisions like this, I would sit down with my dad to have a conversation about it, and he was very nice. He actually took out a piece of paper to plan out why I should or should not drop out of the course. He even drew out a freaking mind map to share me. This is what you can achieve, you know, with early childhood education degree plus a psychology minor. These are what you can niche in terms of humanities, which is something that I'm passionate about and I'm interested in. The other part where he stated about how if I were to withdraw from school, I were to join another uni and I have to pay another lump sum for the first semester I've already paid for, and B, if I go to work immediately, my starting pay will obviously be at a lower end compared to when I graduate with a degree. So after much pondering, considering and crying and breaking down and speaking to my course head at that point of time, and she shared with me feedbacks that she heard of me from my attachment centers, I've decided to pull through in uni. However, with that, I have not confirmed that I would want to enter the early childhood industry. Even through my second year, when I was attached to centers, I was just like, I don't think I will end up being an early childhood educator. I'll probably, after this degree, jump into psychology or probably go back to content creation and marketing. So year 2 was quite like a meh breeze, like a phew, you know, like that. And then when it comes to year 3, I was attached to a center which I really liked, and then I met a really good mentor. With that, she inspired me to be an educator that is intentional, an educator that creates meaningful and fulfilling experiences with children, and for critical feedback provided for me and constructive feedback given to me. It made me feel confident that hey, I can actually be a very good educator if I put my mind and heart and soul into it. So yeah, but then I wasn't too sure still. At the same time, I started dance education at the side, freelancing with preschools. So I went out to preschools to teach from the age of nursery 2, which is 4 years old, all the way to K2, which is 6 years old. So with that additional exposure and frequent interaction with preschool children, I rekindled my passion and purpose for wanting to support and be part of the lives of the future generation, and just hope that whatever interactions I have with them, it will help them and promote their development in a holistic way. I do not only believe in like academic, you know, typical cognitive development. I strongly advocate for social emotional development and also for moral and values, because I think these are the things that bring us far through society, you know. These are the things that teach us how to be empathetic, teach us how to understand the world around us, teach us to appreciate and respect the culture, especially in a multi-racial society like Singapore. When I feel that I'm taking care of them or I'm in that class, whether it's a teacher assistant, a student teacher or like a class teacher, I am responsible for their growth. I am responsible to help them develop in a way which is at their best potential. So this is what we call scaffolding. I believe that children have the independence to learn, but us as educators, we are there to guide and support them so that their capabilities can be reached up to another level, and we can close this distance between where they are at and where they can potentially be at. With that growing passion in me and finding that joy, I interned at an inclusive preschool in Singapore, which I eventually converted to a teacher assistant. I just found so much joy working with children with needs, because whenever you see their progression, it's just so fulfilling. That's with any children, with needs or without needs. You know, whenever you see them being able to pick up a skill and complete a task that they were not able to do so maybe like 2 weeks ago, you feel that pride for them and you feel that fulfillment that with just that tiny push you give them, hey, they are able to do it. And as educators, we play in such a huge role in motivating children to pursue more, motivating children to strive for further excellence, not just in terms of cognitive, language and communication, numeracy, all these like, you know, normal academic ways, but also in the ways that they socially interact with their peers, also in the way that they perceive situations they are in. When you see children, the increase in their ability to problem solve independently, it's just a very nice feeling to see them grow. It's like how you see yourself reach closer towards your goals. I feel the same sense of fulfillment. In fact, I feel more fulfillment and more pride when I see these children reach their goals. Every moment I have the children, I want it to be intentional. I want the children to be able to learn spontaneously, learn with planned learning experiences, learn at any moment they are with me. And I think that that is something that I hold very closely to my heart. And yeah, it's something that is what pulls me through till today. Right now, me as a person, as an educator, I believe in constantly learning, constantly improving myself so that I can give so much more to the children. I feel that as an educator, growth is an ongoing process. It's never a stage that because I'm an educator, right, I'm good enough, and because I'm good enough, I don't have to learn anymore. I don't think that's the case. I think, in fact, I learn so much from the children. Sometimes the children offer me with a totally different perspective. Sometimes the children share me stories, especially older children, that I've never experienced before. And sometimes when I pose questions to the older children, they are able to give me ideas which I've never thought of before, and I'll always be like, hey, that's a really good idea. That's all for today's video, A Word with Teacher Jewel. And I hope you get to know a little bit more about me on why I chose to be an early childhood educator. And yeah, I just feel so happy, you know, talking about it. Like, seeing the children's smiles in the picture, hearing them say, I love you, Teacher Jewel, or them just looking for me when they need some support, or they learn how to seek for help, or best, they don't seek for help but solve the problem themselves, brings so much warmth in my heart, because I know that I am making an impact in the future generation's life. So I hope you learned more about me as an early childhood educator. If you love to see more of my early childhood education videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I also do content on local businesses to talk about topics that matters to me, which I have not tapped on for a very long time, because it's really been tough, you know, juggling this content creation thing and giving my best in my new full-time job as an early childhood educator. I'm trying my best here, and it's really not easy. It is a big challenge. But I want to do my best in both my full-time job as an educator and also giving you all what I can give. If you wish to collaborate with me to talk more about early childhood education, I would love to invite some of you early childhood educators on my videos. So please reach out to me on my socials, my Instagram or my TikTok. I'm active on both of them. I'm also active here, so leave a comment down below. Share with me what makes you decide to be an early childhood educator by commenting down below. With that, I come to the end of this video and I hope you enjoy yourself. See you in my next video. Bye! Hopefully by then I'll get my voice back.